Namaste everyone, खुश रहिए. I JVN Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I'm working here as an assistant professor in Jyoti Vidyapith University and Faculty of Education and Methodology. So today in this session I will discuss about the basic forwarding and what is the reason behind the forwarding and routing of the data packets over the computer networking and role of the this forwarding and routing in the computer networking and how the data packets is forwarded and route from source to destination and reach towards the uh, correct destination. Clear? So what is the process of this one, these two, forwarding and routing? What is the difference of forwarding and routing? What are the main services which is provided during the transmission and the you can say like the transmission of data packet from source to destination? Clear? So to make it an easy way to understanding to all of you, I'm just going to share the some files which is created by me, and I will help. This file will help you to better understanding regarding this session and these all topics which I will cover in this session. Clear? So hold 1 minute. Yes. This one is the files that is basically introductions towards your the forwarding and routing. What is the importance of forwarding and routing? What are the role of forwarding and routing in your networking? Clear? So, in network layer, you well known about the router, isn't it? The basic transmissions or transmission of data packets from source to destination is done by the help of the router. So, because why they have the IP address of the source and destinations also. So, they will reach your data packets to the correct destinations. Okay? So, router is used to forward the data packets. Every router has a forwarding table. What will be the table? Your router table. Clear? Routing table. A router forwards your packets by examining the also the packets header field and then using the header field value with index number, index value into the forwarding table also. Okay. There is a forwarding table which helps you to forward the data packets from source to the correct destinations. So they have the field of your data packets header, isn't it? And then use the field of value to index into the forwarding table also. The value which is stored in your forwarding table corresponding to the header fields of the data packets, which indicates the router outgoing interfaces linked to which the data packets is to be forwarded. Okay? So, if you talk about this one, so for example, the router with a header value like 0111, which arrives at a router, and then router indexes its header value into the forwarding table that determines the output link interface is 2. Clear? What will be the value of these things? Then they are calculating the out determines the output link which interfaces is 2. So the router forwards the data packet to that interface 2. The routing algorithm helps to determine the value of the inserted or the forwarding table. The routing algorithm also can be centralized or decentralized according to the which is based during the routing of the packets. Clear? So you can see here there is a routing algorithm. So this is the forwarding table which contains the header value of your data packets and the output link interfaces is here value. Okay, so this is basically done with the help of the algorithm and which is known as the routing algorithm. Okay, so this is the header value and here is the output interfaces. So you can easily go through these and understand these ones. Suppose value in the data packets header is 0 triple one. Okay, this comes towards your router, and these are forwarding the value to different. There are the different routers also which will forwards your data value of these ones. So you can see here the value is first comes to this router and then this value is forwarded to the forwarding directions in the go aheads to the router. So here the interfaces is one and here this router says interface 2 and this router has interface 3, isn't it? And this value is goes to the interface 2. So what will happen? The data packets comes towards this one and reach to the destination sites router. Clear? So there are various services which is provided for the network layers, which helps in the forwarding and routing the data packets. So first is the guaranteed delivery. So if we talk about the what is the guaranteed delivery, what is the importance of guaranteed delivery? So basically, the network layer provides a service which guarantees that the data packets must be delivered to the destination, isn't it? And that destination is correct destinations. And if we second will be the guaranteed delivery with bounded delay. Bounded delay is suppose what? The service which guarantees you the data packets will be delivered within the specified host to host. The delay belongs the your network. Okay. Now, if you talk about the in-order packets, in-order packets means what? Whatever the packets is sent by the sender sides or the users or the end users has sent the data packets, in which orders they have sent the data packets, the receiver will receive that packets with the same order which is delivered through the sender side. Clear? So this is the in-order package. This service ensures that the packet arrives at the destination in order which they are sent. Clear? Now, if you talk about the guaranteed max jitter, this service ensures that the amount of time taken between two successive transmissions, the sender is equal to the time between their receipt at the destinations also. Okay, maximum jitter. You can see here there is a word that max jitter. The service which ensures that the amount of time taken by two successive transmissions at the senders is equal to the time which is received by the destinations or the receivers. Clear? So there is one more, that is your security services. So if you talk about the security service, what is the security service? What is the importance of the security services? Isn't it? So the network layer provides the security by using a session key between the source and the destination host. The network layer is the source host which encrypts the payloads of the datagram which is sent to the destination host. The network layer in the host also helps to then decrypt the payload of the data packets in such a way the network layer maintains the data integrity and the source authentication services also. Clear? So this is all about your forwarding and routing of the data packets which occurs in the network layer. So I have discussed here the some points of the network layer, how network layer supports the forwarding and what is the routing in the network layer. So you can see here there is a forwarding table and also the routing table is also happening, which I will discuss with you again. Okay, so this is the all the points, and if you recall these all the points again, then if you are going again recall this all the things, then I can say you to that like the you well known about this forwarding and routing is happening in the third layer of the OSI model, that is your network layer. And forwarding basically refers to the router local action of transferring packets from input link interface to the appropriate output link interface. And if we talk about the routing, then I can also say that routing refers to the process, network-wide process that determines the in-to-in paths that packet take from source to the destination side. Okay, so this is all about the things. And if we talk about more, then we can use one example like using the driving analogy. Okay, so consider the trip from the one place to another place is taken by the travelers which is discussed earlier. During this trip, a driver passes through many interchanges in route to the destination. And if we think about the forwarding as the process of getting through a single interchange, the car enters to interchange from one road and determines which road is should be take to leave the interchange, isn't it? So if we think about the routing as the process of the planning, the trip from source to destination before embarking on the trip, the driver has consulted a map and chosen one of many paths possible, with each path consisting of a series of road segments connected at interchange. Isn't it? So I'm just conclude this thing examples like whenever you are just decided to a trip analogy, then you have talk with your drivers like what your source to the destination you have to go this destination, and during this will be the path, isn't it? There is a path which you given to him about that we will travel through these paths, isn't it? So if driver are follow your paths, and whenever they follow the another like the GPS or the Google Maps, so for reaching to the destination, then they can see that there may be several paths which will be take the least time to reach to that destinations, and so they will choose the least distance path, isn't least time distance path, isn't it? So to follow that path in which their list time will be taken, uh, then they have the most of the significant roads will be appropriate available at there. So this is the basic things that you have to choose in the one path which is possible, and each path consisting of a series of the roads which segmented at the interchange during the interchange of the road, isn't it? So every router has a forwarding table, and router forward packets by examining the value of a field in the arriving packets header, and then using this header value to index into the router's forwarding table. The value which is stored in the forwarding table entry for the header indicates the router outgoing link interface to which the data packets is to be forwarded, isn't it? So if we talk about the depending on the network layer protocol, the header value could be the destination address of the packets or indication of the connection to which packets belongs. And this example basically show you that thing routing algorithm and the local forwarding table. Here is the header value and this is the output link. So this one is that thing. There are some header value of the data packets and this is the output link interface. So you can see here the value in arriving packets header is this one, suppose this forwarded through the router this one, and here is the multiple routers which is connected, this is the 1 2 and 3. So each router has their own particular routing table or forwarding table which helps the to forward the data package to the actual destination site. Clear? So this is all about the things which I have discussed with you, and this is the basic things which is related with your network layer, that the forwarding and the routing, how data package is forwarded, what is the routing, isn't it? How forwarding table helps to delivering the data packets from source to the destination, isn't it? So this session is just going to be end. And if you students have any problem regarding this session, then please let me know your query by drop your query into the comment section box, through which I will discuss that query with you in the next session, and also start the next session with next topic, important topic, isn't it? And many more questions will be arises through your this session, like what do you mean by forwarding, explain this with an example, then you have to explain the network layer, and in the network layer your forwarding is placed and there is a forwarding table. So you have to discuss these all the things and terminology in that questions, isn't it? So many questions will be arising, like what do you mean by the routing, why routing is important, can you imagine without routing in the network layer? So you have to answer this all questions if any type of questions is arises in this time. Okay. Okay, thank you.